We miss you, Daddy.
Our room, the room next to ours.
You good? Recording?
Yeah. Don't dump me over the side.
Won't. A little over the line. Alright, you can stop it. I'm gonna use it.
There goes Pops. Alright, time to put the hammer down. I got an hour and a half, actually less. I got an hour. Let's see. I have 50 minutes till sunset, and my campsite is about 5 miles away. So chances that I'll make it there before dark are slim to none. But we'll see. Wish me luck. I'll give you an update then. The time is 5:10. Sunset is officially at 5:30, or within a couple minutes of it. I think I just saw my first bear poop. Not sure because I don't remember what bear poop looks like, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm walking along this beautiful. Oh, it's a bird. Startled me there for a second. Walking along this beautiful creek. It's making lots of noise. Hopefully it's not making too much noise. Colors are beautiful. Fall leaves are falling. I'm guessing I'm probably, I don't know, a mile in maybe. The climb isn't too steep. People said this was steep, but I don't think it's bad at all. But who knows what I'm in for in the dark. So I'll probably get my headlamp out in about 10 minutes just to be ready for when it starts getting pretty dark. Yeah, that's the status. So yeah, till next time. Time is 5:36. Thought I maybe heard a bear near the active bear area, but not sure. Kind of heard like a couple low, like type noises. It probably sounds ridiculous, but well, no worries. Got my bear spray. They're usually just kind of pests anyway. I think I'm probably 2/3 of the way to the next junction, which is like 2.6 from the first bridge crossing, which is like, I don't even know. I got a ways to go in the dark. It's not super dark yet, as you can see, but it'll get there. This is what I'm following. So that's the update. Hopefully my dad found his hotel okay. Oh yeah, hopefully it's not as sketch as last night's hotel. That's a story. So we get off at this exit near just south of Indianapolis. We're trying a couple motels. They all look kind of skeezy, so we go down the road to another exit. Find some hotels that look less skeezy, all booked up. Find this one that, you know, didn't look great, but didn't look terrible. Go inside. The front desk man is definitely like a former meth addict. He's got that look to his face and his teeth. I'm going across a bridge here. That's pretty. I don't know if you can see me. Anyway, I go in, ask them if they got a room. They got one left. So I sent my dad in because he's paying. Because otherwise I was going to sleep in my car. Anyway, I'm waiting outside, and there's this black smashed up car there. I'm looking around the parking lot, noticing like several of the cars have like windows smashed in, and there's no nice looking cars in the lot. And this black car running, and all of a sudden this guy comes out of one of the doors from further down the hotel and is screaming at him about wanting to, you stole my laptop, and give back, you son of a bitch, I'll fight you right here, right now. And then black car speeds off out of the parking lot. Guy's like, I apologize for that. He stole an expensive laptop, blah, blah, blah. Came in my apartment and stole it. You know, red flags. Anyway, right now my dad's paid, so we're kind of committed. We decide to back the truck up right outside the window of our room so I can keep an eye on it. And there's this guy wandering around with like a Bluetooth speaker playing like crappy rap music. He's singing along to it. He continued to sing along to it until like 4 in the morning outside, blaring it as loud as he could. And then the next morning, I mean, the hotel room was super musty. The sheets weren't even sheets. It was like, you know how some hotels have that cover that goes over the bedspread that's kind of like a coarse fabric, right? Well, that's all they had. They had a fitted sheet and they had that cover. There was no bedspread. There was no sheets. Just like a scratchy ass thing, right? Anyway, we were only there for like 6 hours, so we sleep. We get up the next morning, packing up the truck. We notice the room next to us, somebody had run into the exterior wall of the building with their car and like caved the room in, part of the room, which we didn't know because we hadn't looked in the room, and it was dark when we arrived. And then we're sitting there in the parking lot, loading up, and the guy at the front desk is complaining that somebody came into his room and stole shit in the night. So, in the roughly 6 hours that we were there, 2 cases of theft, a wall smashed in, a shitty hotel room, a dude who was definitely high on something meandering around all night. I definitely saw somebody speed through the parking lot in a crappy van, and then the cops were chasing him down after that at some point in the night. It was all kinds of special. Anyway, I'll quit yakking and focus on seeing the trail. It's much darker now on the trail. So I don't know if you can see any of that, but that's what I'm following. So, all right. Ciao. Hey, Mr. Toad. Hi. You're big. There. Okay. Been walking for a long time in the rain. My feet are completely drenched. I have just reached the top of this ridge, which is the Appalachian Trail. I'm walking on it, but as soon as I got to the top of the Appalachian Trail, as if darkness and rain weren't enough, it is now crazy foggy. So, you know, trails are thankfully very well marked. If they weren't, I'd probably be fucked. I'd probably just have to stop and hunker down for the night. So, well, now, got a little ways to go to my campsite. There's supposedly other people there. We'll see what happens. Okay. Well, here's my campsite from last night. Well, my tent is all taken down. Everything's packed up already. I'm about ready to head out. There was another camper last night up over there. There's a fire pit right about there, but there was no fire because it was raining. There's a spring over there. There's this nice little hollow. There's a few more campsites. Like there's one right there, but nobody was there. It was just me and the other guy. I got in. Yeah, anyway, I'll just leave it at that. Got my water filled up from the spring, ready to filter. I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm going to do that in a little bit on the trail. I forgot my G-dang spoon. So I ate quinoa last night with a tent steak. Kind of a bummer, you know. I was walking in the rain for a couple hours, like pretty heavy rain. I have a poncho and an umbrella, but you know, your feet get wet. Ground was saturated. And then I got to the top of the hill, and it was dark, by the way, in the rain. So I'm walking in the woods on a path I don't know, in the dark, in the rain. And then I got to the top where the Appalachian Trail is, and there was just crazy heavy fog all along the top of the ridge. So now I'm walking in the dark, in the rain, in the fog, so I can't see more than about... it effectively halved the distance my flashlight could go, right? Actually, probably more than that. So, I made it. I got my tarp set up. I got all cozy in my sleeping stuff and got my down blanket out, and that was all dry because that's all packed away nicely. And so I was warm, and then I finally cooked some boiled some water to cook this quinoa, and I'm looking for my spoon and I just couldn't find it. And then I realized that I left it at home. So, you know, it is what it is. Slept okay. Woke up several times, you know, always a little paranoid about bears the first night for some reason. Might have heard a bear last night. I had seen some droppings and saw a sign that there were bears in the area shortly thereafter. And then after that, I kind of heard this, you know, it sounded like something kind of doing that sort of, well, not that noise, but kind of a low grumble in the in the woods in the night. So, just like, and not growling, but whatever. Anyway, I'm rambling. That's my morning update. I'm going to walk a little bit, get up in the sunshine, eat some breakfast, you know, maybe dry out my tarp or my socks. Yeah, cold socks were a little bit rough this morning. I actually held them over my stove a little bit to warm them up before I put them on my feet. Because I have a dry pair of socks for sleeping in and a pair of socks for hiking in. So, anyway, it's cool this morning, maybe upper 50s. I'm comfortable in my hiking shirt and my pants now that I'm up and about. But yeah, I'm ready to go. That's where I filled up my water this morning. That little trickle. So, I just finished breakfast. It was scrambled eggs with bacon and hash browns, and it was, you know, one of those freeze-dried meals, but it was super tasty. I ate it up at Shuckstack Tower, which is an old fire watch tower. I didn't go all the way up, and it was pretty sketchy with the heavy winds that were coming through at the time. So, I went part way up, took some photos, took some video, and then I made some breakfast. And while I was waiting for my breakfast to cook, I carved myself a little spoon, which isn't great, but considering I did it in 15 minutes and I had basically the smallest Swiss Army knife that you can buy, I don't think it's too bad. Gets the job done. And now I have a spoon. I am headed downhill from Shuckstack back toward the junction where the fog set in last night, right? You come all the way up the hill from the parking lot where I started, and then there's a junction at the Appalachian Trail. That's where the fog set in. And I turned left last night to go to the campsite, hiked a little ways, camped, and this morning I backtracked to that junction and past it to go to this tower. And so now I'm headed back towards my campsite. I have to go downhill here to the junction, and then I have to go back uphill. And presumably I'm hiking uphill, not as much as yesterday, but I hike uphill for a while today to get to Gregory Bald. And then just past Gregory Bald is campsite 13, which is where I'm staying tonight. So, shouldn't be too difficult of a day. I'll probably have lunch in a few hours, even though I just had breakfast. I was a little late on breakfast today. I guess I slept in. But weather's pretty cold right now. It's not super cold. I'm up at the top there, and in the shade where I am right now, it's cold. So I have my merino gloves that my wife made me. Unfortunately, let's see, it's starting to come unraveled pretty badly on the backside. So Hannah, you get to make me more of those. Alrighty, check in with you later. It's 12:43. I'm gonna stop for lunch soon. I just turned off the Appalachian Trail. This trail I'm currently on will take me up to Gregory Bald and then to my campsite. I have about 3.2 miles left to go today, so not terrible. I did some 6 miles yesterday after 4 o'clock, so not too worried. Yeah, it's pretty good. Saw a lot of what I presume are thru hikers coming down the Appalachian Trail. It's probably about the end of the season for passing through. Whoa! We're passing through this region down into North Carolina, and then further south to the southern terminus. Anyway, I changed out of my pants. I'm in shorts now. Temperature's good. Got a decent amount of water left. A little bit of cell service even. So yeah, day's going well. Probably stop soon for a long break. Now that I don't have to worry about all the thru hikers judging me for sitting and doing nothing. Yep. More bear poop. There's some there too. The time is 2:53. I am on top of Gregory Bald, well, almost on top. Okay, it's right there. All right. Anyway, let's not get hung up on the top. Anyway, 2:53. I have about a half a mile left to my campsite, so I should get there plenty early to set up camp before it gets too crowded, I hope, because I've heard it's supposed to be fully booked for tonight. So 15 people. Yeah, gorgeous view up here. Pictures don't do it justice, they never do. I see why they call them the Smokies. I'm out of breath. Yeah, lunch in a couple hours, easy hike down, spend the night, and then tomorrow's all downhill, I think. Pretty sure. So, all right. Just saw my first bear. Oh, there he is. He's over there. Shit. He's about 50 feet away. He's going away from me. He doesn't want anything to do with me. The downside is, I'm pretty sure he's right on the trail. I turned around and just, oh yeah, there he is. He's going. He's getting. Alright, well, let's get the bear spray out just in case. Well, if I die, I'm sorry. I love everybody. I'm trying to turn around and get some footage of him. Well, I think he's gone, unless I can see him through the weeds here. But he's on the other side of that thicket over there somewhere. Don't know, don't see him. He was quiet. He saw me and I was singing Billy Joel. Maybe he doesn't like Billy Joel. I'll go wide angle. So I'm in my campsite for the second night. All set up, ate dinner already, all bundled up to go to sleep. This campsite was supposed to be fully booked, but I'm the only one here, so either there's going to be some people arriving very late in the dark, or I'm by myself. I did see a bear about, I don't know, less than half a mile away today, so it has me a bit worried, but I mean, I don't think I need to worry, but it's a hard thing to put out of your mind that there's a bear nearby. So I can see a town down here. I haven't figured out what town it is yet, but pretty big, like, city, maybe 10 miles away. I don't know, something like that. I'm getting cell reception from it, so I was texting Hannah earlier. So anyway, I'm all hunkered down here. Probably, I got like 5 miles to go tomorrow, so it's all downhill. So 5 miles downhill is hard on the knees, but easy on the lungs. So yeah, that's the plan. Morning, everybody. I'm just left camp. I got 6.9 miles downhill to go today to the trailhead to meet my dad. Got about 2 hours, a little over 2 hours. 2 hours and 7 minutes to get there. I'll have to keep my pace up, but I don't think it'll be an issue going downhill. Didn't see any bear last night. Some guys showed up at camp pretty late after dark, so it's nice to have somebody nearby knowing there's a bear in the area. Got really cold. I was okay. There were a couple times I was a little uncomfortable, but never worryingly cold. Had a bunch of ice on my tent this morning. So, and this morning it's still foggy. It cleared up initially, but then it got foggy again. So I figured I'd just get on the trail instead of waiting for it to warm up. So got some water. Yeah. I'm going uphill right now, which is not what I expected. It's not much of a hill though. I think this is temporary. Anyway, hopefully I don't see any more bears today. Or maybe I will, I don't know. I kind of like seeing them. As long as they don't do anything to me. Alrighty. So I am like 2 miles from the trailhead. I'm supposed to be there like in 6 minutes, so I'm gonna be late, but I am running a little bit. I've been running downhill for a while, so we'll get there. Oh, is there no bridge at this one? No, there is. Okay. Final sit rep, 12:30. I'm very nearly back to the trailhead, a little later than I expected, but I've been running for a while to make up time, so it wasn't too late meeting my dad. But yeah, overall a very beautiful hike. Saw a bear, got pretty chilly both nights, hiked in the fog, hiked in the fall colors. Saw some beautiful streams, some beautiful stream crossings, nice views up on Gregory Bald. Not too difficult. Met some interesting people at the camp. Yeah, good hike. A+.